Again, everyone. Back today for that last game of the league. We're 2-2 for the time being. Let me click play match, but yeah, I think we beat. I think we lost the first two games. Won against Blue Red Delver and Madness, I believe, and lost against Lands and Eldrazi. So let's see how that fifth game goes. Hopefully some interesting games and a good matchup for us. But let's see what we get. I haven't made any, well, I can't make any changes to the deck, but I haven't even thought about changes to the deck anyways. I'm just going to stick with this for a while and see, unless it completely tanks over, the next 3-4 leagues. But it seems like, the meta never actually settles in the end because there are new releases all the time. Okay, let's see. Click join. And let's see where that window went. Oh, here we go. It's a reasonably sized window. Not a good hand. And we are on the... rolled another one. We are on the draw. But I have to mulligan this. If one of these was a land, it would have been great. But I'm mulliganing this one. Slow, but I think I can keep this and get rid of a him. And hope that, I don't get blown out of the water. No, there we go. Chalice on 1. Hopefully, excellent. That's a good deck. That's a good one. We don't mind that. Is Wasteland worth it? I think it is. I don't think they have. They played City first, so they must not have much else. At least I can delay them a couple of turns. So I think I'm just going to go with that. Yeah, I don't love it on City of Traders, but I don't want to see a Thought-Knot Seer. I want to play my... They'll play a... They probably don't have another Soul Land. What I'm trying to say. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's that kind of deck. So now I know that I definitely have to play my Marsh Flats. And then I can fetch a swamp in response to something, if it's a Blood Moony type thing. Okay. Right. Magus of the Moon is gone. And it's going to be like Rabble Master or something like that. It's Blood Moon, so this is a pretty easy one. I fetch a swamp. I get my nice little swamp here. And then I have a forest in hand, so I'm good to go. And they only have 2 cards in hand. Okay. What do I do? I don't think I do it now. I think I just wait and see what else they have to play. I guess if it's a Rabble Master, I don't know if I should be going for the Rabble Master and waiting for another Rip Decay. But I can almost cast all my things. If I get another Swamp, or if I get a Mox, I think I'll wait for a bit. On the other hand, a Chandra or Karn or something like that really makes me want to... okay. Exile the top card, 2 damage all the time. Or they can damage some creatures. We don't have any creatures. Or they get that emblem and they win. So I have to put pressure on that, but obviously it's not very easy with this deck. I guess I have to click OK here and probably Erupt Decay the Blood Moon end of turn, unfortunately, and then see where I go from there. Again, unfortunately. Yeah, not even end of turn. It doesn't really have to be. Okay, these aren't the ideal draws. I guess I can get rid of the one card that they have in hand and hope that it's something good. Okay, that's something. That's something, but let's see. They can still get to the ultimate, which is pretty ultimate. It's pretty ultimate. I think this is a tough matchup, but I'm not really 100% sure. They cast that, or they hit me for 2. Can they cast a stomp from there? Yeah, maybe they can go on an adventure, and then they get like a 2 for 1 almost. And they're almost at 7. So maybe they cast a stomp, they take up the ultimate, and then they cast the giant, and they get 5 extra damage, or something like that. Or they just cast that. Okay. That's a target for my smallpox, at least. Not great. Not great. I'm not going to lie. That drawing 3-4 lands in a row isn't the best situation I've been in. Yeah, I have to get rid of Wasteland. I'll get rid of this Bayou. Okay. They probably play Karn also, which is a well. Let's see. It would be nice to get a hint if they play Karn, because then Mox Diamond is not that good. They add 2 mana. That probably means they play Fury. Okay. I mean, it doesn't do any damage. Uh, Does it have to do the damage? I wonder. That would be funny. If it had to target their own things. Um, yeah. But now I'm basically in a bad spot. Sure. So what's realistically going to happen here? Realistically, I'm gonna concede this game. I don't have an answer to this situation right here. They have Rabble Master. I didn't see Karn. So I saw Chandra. Probably Karn doesn't exist in this deck. I don't see how they can have also Karn. They're playing all the other threats, the usual threats. I'll assume that kind of, but um, so what? I need some sweepers against that. Actually, Collective Brutality does hit Rabble Master, or it also hits. What else does it hit? Yeah, it can hit Rabble Master, Magus of the Moon. It's okay, I'd say. It's not the worst thing in the world. Chalice and Trinisphere are gone. Chalice on 0 isn't terrible, but I feel like, well, probably I'll go down to one of these. This could be good, just to answer a Blood Moon or the tokens from a Rabble Master. But I think the Toxic Deluge is probably good enough for that. And then Duress is the only thing I have against 4 mana Planeswalkers. Sinkhole might be a bit too slow. Him is probably good, but Jukabog is useless. But it is a land in order to use with everything else. Last Hope is probably useless. I don't think they have an answer to the combo, so it can keep goblins in check. I'll say that much. So I'll probably take out 1 Liliana. I like the idea of targeted removal just because it does hit Rabble Master and maybe the other goblin if they play that. And Magus. So it probably has like 10 targets there. That's good enough for me. I have to get rid of 1 more card. Probably a Sinkhole. Leyline is not useful. Bitter Blossom, they do play all those Planeswalkers. Can I hit them with Duress, I guess is the question. We'll find out. Let's submit the deck. Yeah, now I kind of see the 4 mana planeswalkers is still an issue. Yeah, I'll be on the play. This is pretty bad. I have to mulligan it. Yeah, I mean, Liliana doesn't really do anything against this deck. I do have all the mana that I could need. And, a well-timed Wasteland followed by Smallpox could do something, but I think is not good enough. So I'm mulliganing. And here we start with, I guess we can go turn 1 him, turn 2 Sylvan, and then hope to draw into the things that we need. And we have part of the combo. It's not the worst situation of my life. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this, especially if they mulligan. I think it'll be pretty cool to keep this. Yeah, because a turn 1 him can really cut them down, and then I go for Sylvan, assuming that after him they can't get a turn 1 Blood Moon. So let's keep this. I'm getting rid of this Orborg, right? Yeah, I think I need to get rid of the Orborg. Done. And then I can go for my cast this. Oh no, burn upkeep. I think this might be good enough. I take some damage in the beginning, but I cast this. Yeah, that's okay. I throw away Liliana. And then I just cast him and see what happens. This could be a bit aggressive, some people might say. I hit the 2 most irrelevant cards that they probably have. And now I'm quite in a situation, quite a predicament, because why would they keep this hand if they they didn't keep it off of those cards, I'm assuming. Yep, they kept it off of these cards here. I have 1 black mana, that's something. Yeah. This was pretty tough. I didn't hit anything relevant. I got Blood Mooned. Let's see what we draw. Something good. The Forest is good. Mox Diamond is decent. That is exactly what we didn't want to draw. And now that this is a Crow Mox, it really shows that it's definitely much worse. I should have played the Dark Depths, right? Because that allows me to... Well, let's see. I'll play the Dark Depths, and that will allow me to at least draw into something good. Chalice on 1. Cool. I'm all for that one. Okay. Okay. So now we're looking for a Forest or a Mox Diamond. I'm going to keep that Wasteland in hand. But I'm going to play this Wasteland. Yeah, Forest or Mox Diamond, huh? Yep. Okay, they don't have anything. A Swamp. That's not a bad draw, like, considering everything, but yeah. I'll play it. If this was a Mox Diamond, then this would have been a bit easier, this game. But not guaranteed in any way, but it would have given me a better fighting chance, I have to say. But well, let's see. We can draw into it. They could whiff for quite some time, or play a second Blood Moon and not whiff. I can just draw my Forest now and feel pretty good about this. I wonder if I play this, does it actually... Well, I don't want to find out. I don't want to find this out. It doesn't it doesn't matter that much. It says it's a legendary snowland mountain probably, so Rabble Master. So I've got like 2 turns basically. Although Toxic Deluge takes care of that. Yeah, got some outs. But they have double Blood Moon now, which is going to be really hard to get out of. This would have been nice like quite a few turns ago. I can cast it, which is something, but the question is, am I waiting now? Because this will kill it like in 2 turns, basically. I'm probably waiting for the sweeper and then casting this, in which case I'll play this, and I'll just pass. I'll keep my Dark Depths up in case I draw uh, a Mox Diamond. But this is a very quick clock. This is like, how much damage is that now? 6 damage, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and then next turn it's basically 8 damage, and then I'm dead. So I need something now. I need something right away. Or I die from this. Yeah, oh boy. Well, they got us, I have to say. They got us. Him sometimes doesn't hit what you want it to hit. I don't know. I guess I could cast this. I could play it out just for a bit, but I think this is as good as I'm as good as dead here. They don't even have to attack the Liliana. They could, I guess, with one of the goblins, but yeah, this is going to be really hard. Even if I had played the Sylvan Library, I wouldn't have drawn anything that good. I don't have any green. Yeah, even if it was a Mox Diamond, I'm thinking I could have whiffed completely. And you can't actually draw multiple cards against this because one Rabble Master means basically game. So I'm looking for a Toxic Deluge immediately, or actually it's 4, 6, 8. Nah, Toxic Deluge doesn't do it unless they don't attack me with one Goblin. I don't see why they wouldn't though. I would just attack me with everything. Liliana doesn't actually do anything. They have 3 cards. Most of them are dead in their hand, I'm assuming. So I should take 6 damage here, I'm thinking. No, they attack Liliana. Yeah, I mean, it's not wrong, really. And yeah, they give me that emblem also. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is a nightmare. This is a big nightmare right here. There's nothing in the deck. I'm just going to draw a card and look at the card and concede. Yeah, okay. I'm conceding. That was a beating. That was a beating and a half. It's not a great matchup anyways, but yeah, it's not a great matchup anyways, but it's okay-ish sometimes. Depends how I start. I gambled, I didn't want to mulligan again. I gambled on a hymn. I didn't have any basics in my hand or any fetch lands. Maybe I should have prioritized that. I had though the Mox, which with one more turn, I thought I could find a fetch land off of the Sylvan Library, which is usually the case. You can usually find one of the lands. It's 6 fetch lands and 2 basics and 4 Mox Diamonds. So I would have had 12 draws, 12 life cards off of 3 draws. I think that's reasonable. But that assumed that the hymn hit something relevant. It hit, I think, the 2 most irrelevant things. It hit that anti-creature card with double strike. I don't remember what it's called, but it's completely irrelevant for this matchup. I mean, it's a kill condition, but yeah. And it hit Chalice, which also is irrelevant. It's good on 0 against us, I have to say. But yeah, definitely wasn't a good hit. I was hoping to hit like a land or, Blood Moon as it was. That didn't happen. They had their cards. They got us in the end. Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen against Blood Moon decks quite a bit. I think that matchup used to be a bit better from what I remember, but a lot of them started playing Karn, then Mox Diamonds were useless, which meant that you couldn't easily get double black, and you didn't have an answer to Mox. You can have an answer to Karn anywhere because it's a 4 mana planeswalker. And as I've said before, 4 mana planeswalkers are one of the weaknesses of the deck, and the other one is fast combo. Maybe I should have mulliganed more, but when they keep 7, if I go down to 5, is that a realistic also way to win? Yeah, maybe it would have been better to mulligan a bit more. I'm not sure. Not sure. Anyways, a 2-3, 40%. That's about the win percentage of the deck. Yeah, pretty good. I don't feel one way or the other about the list right now. I think I'm keeping this list for a bit. I have to bring it down from 61 cards, and if I get to do my thing, it's decent. But against some of these explosive decks that play, like that deck probably played 4 Moxes, maybe 4 Simian Spirit Guides, and maybe some Lotus Petals even, or something like that. That's too explosive. Plus the Soul Lands, that's a bit too explosive for me. Maybe keeping the Chalice in and playing them on 0, that might have been a better thing. I probably should have thought of that a bit more. So maybe next time, the way that I sideboard is get rid of some of the slower things. Life from the Loam is not going to be good. That should have gone, basically. It helps find the combo, that has to be said, but probably not worth it. Probably a Sylvan Library has to go, and Duress has to come in with Chalice of the Void to slow them down. But they can get it off Simian Spirit Guide anyways. Okay. Well, it is what it is. A 2-3, about average for the deck. That's it for this league, and see you next week for the next one. Thanks for watching.